Hello everybody and welcome to Mechanism Plays The Beginner's Guide. This is going to be, one of those longer videos, and this is the first long video I've done, probably about an hour to an hour and a half. So, if you don't like those types of videos, if you like my normal, upbeat, fun, short, loud, cuss-filled videos, then this might not be for you. But if you like that, or if you just like watching me in general, no matter what I'm doing, then sit back, grab some popcorn, get all snuggled up in your blankies, and just let's begin. Alright, so we're going to begin the game. It's very pretty. Make sure your audio is on, of course. Controls, obviously.
Hi there.
Hello.
Thank you very much for playing The Beginner's Guide.
You're welcome.
My name is Davey Reedon.
Hello,
I
Davey.
wrote The Stanley Parable.
Wow.
And while that game tells a pretty absurd story,
Yeah.
today
I haven't
I'm going
played
to
that
tell
game.
you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011.
Okay, cool.
We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda.
Coda.
Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in
Coda
early
a girl?
2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff.
Aye.
And his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made.
Oh,
it's a level
he.
for Counter-Strike.
It's a he.
You can
Oh.
walk around here, by the way.
Okay.
And mostly it's
I
just
can jump.
Coda learning the basics of
And
building
crouch.
a 3D environment.
But
But what I
That's
like
cool.
is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic
What is
of
this?
a desert town, he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and
Those aren't
impossible
color.
floating crates around the level.
oh god!
And of
I broke the
course,
game!
it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert
Oh.
town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator.
Aight.
It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes
A
you
lot
wonder,
of them are.
what was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean,
Huh?
not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is.
Hello.
And that's exactly what we're going to do here.
Awesome.
So, it's 2008, Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He
Why?
doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever.
But why?
And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just
Bonk.
stopped.
Oh.
In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since.
Well.
And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe
Right.
encourage him to start creating again.
Okay.
And if the
Whoa.
people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda.
Okay.
So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveywreden@gmail.com.
Okay.
Okay, that's
Oh.
about it for introduction.
Nice.
Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game.
Okay.
As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
Loading November 2008. Cool. Hello, white box. Uh-oh. Oh god! It's a voice poison shoulder! Whisper! Machine
This game
status
is called
active.
Escape from Whisper, and
Okay.
it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
Do I go this way? I can shoot, but there's no sound. Oh, yes there is. It's very quiet. It's a voice poison shooter. Where do I have to shoot? Who do I have to shoot? Who do I have to kill? I will find you, and I will kill you. Bum 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 bum.
Security call reached. Hostile alien life forms inbound.
Can I reload? Will I run out of bullets?
It kinda looks like this game was abandoned mid-development.
Yeah.
For instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere.
Yeah.
But then clearly there are no enemies anywhere.
Why?
You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets.
Really?
But ultimately we don't really know. Maybe
no!
that actually it was complete the way that it is.
Stop it.
And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
Okay.
Enemy force neutralized.
Oh, that's so cool.
I love how you can see the bottom of the universe from this room.
Lol. You can see my house from here. This way? Okay. Oh no, is this a maze? Oh, this is not amazing. Oh,
Apparently
fuck.
the space station has a labyrinth on it.
Why?
Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
Oh, okay. Cool. Thanks, bud.
Okay, this is the part that's interesting. The game has this narrative about the whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Oh, okay. Spodonk. Is that the whisper machine?
Hey, you there, in
Me?
the engine room.
Me?
You could save us all.
Really?
That beam is powering the whisper machine.
Okay.
You could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam.
Oh, fuck.
It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it? Could you give yourself?
No. Goodbye. Let me out of here. Fuck.
Let me pause here for a second. What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere.
Oh.
And this is what happens instead.
I'm alive. Okay. Help! 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 I'm. Whoa. Oh, that's the maze.
The beam causes you to start floating. And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it. Like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse.
Is that how...
I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
Okay. November 2008. Okay. I can't move forward. What's happening?
Yep.
Oh, God.
In this game, you can only walk backwards.
Oh, God. The past was behind her. Fuck. Who's her? Oh.
So it's a short
But
and
the feature
relatively
could not be
minimalist
seen.
experiment combining motion and narrative. It is less advanced than the previous
Why
game,
does
but
the
actually it
feature
seems to be
keep
more
changing?
focused, more complete. Coda's trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
When she stops and looks, it becomes clearer. Oh. To confront it.
It's a short little thought, it says what it wants to say, and then it ends.
Okay.
Didn't need anything more than that.
No.
Which to me is why it works, because it gets out quick.
I'm confused.
Okay, next one.
Okay, next one. November 2000. Is this a horrible game? Is this a horror game? Am I going to get jump screwed? Oh. You are now entering... Is this a horror game? Hello? Ah! Oh, God.
And that's it. Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
Okay. December 2008.
Oftentimes, Coda
Well,
would
since
put
it's new,
bizarre
yeah,
titles
yeah,
like this one at the start of his games.
Oh. Hello!
I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, like, that was it. It was dead to him.
Okay.
And I don't agree with that at all, but what are you gonna do?
I'm slowing down.
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens.
Oh,
So
fuck.
why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all? Well, to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
Okay. Oh, yay. Oh, God. I would not have been able to ever do that ever, never, ever, ever. Ooh. Pretty. Oh. 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 Game filled with chairs except one chair is floating. Stand on X starting at
A room
Bear
that's
for 3
warm
hours.
and nice and filled
You
with
walk
little
around
ideas for
talking to
games.
people, down pushing their hopes and dreams. A key in one
Coda would often
game
tell me
unlocks
that he
the
didn't mind
door
if
to a
people
separate
thought of
game.
him as cold or distant. He
You
said that
press
he knew that he
a
was
button, you
actually a
press
vibrant and
to
compassionate
stop
person,
chaos.
but that it
That
takes
doesn't
time to
work.
really see that.
Stranger
It can be a
appears.
very slow climb to
A
get there.
game where you play it. Oh. Ah. Cool. What now, narrator man? I already forgot your name. January 2009. Ready, set, fish. Fish. Oh, hello. Oh, hi, Mark. Oh. Where's the fish? Where's my fishing pole? Where's my water? Where's my cat? Ah, ow. Dunk. Woo!
Well, this is new for Coda. It's an actual puzzle.
That's a
Go
puzzle.
ahead and see if you can solve it.
Dunk. Oh! Aha! That
Don't
was
forget
easy.
that solution, because we're going to see this puzzle again soon.
Okay,
We're
that
going
was
to see
easy.
it a lot.
Okay. That's good to know. Ah, there. Where's my fish? Oh, hello, room.
So that seems to be it, right? You walk down a corridor, you solve the puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough.
Yeah.
Alright, now I'm going to modify the game again so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
Why? Whoa! I
How
wanna.
about that? There was more to it than we had any way of knowing. I actually find it funny that this game comes after the Stairs game since they essentially convey the opposite idea.
Whoa.
So, in the Stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world. Either way, I think that the point is the same, is that most of the time you don't get to know what you're missing, or
That's
even
cool
that you're
looking.
missing anything. That's not your role
I
as
wanna
a
go
player.
up there.
So if your role here is not to understand, then what is it?
I don't know. January 2009. Oh god, we're here again. Okay, and go. You're now entering.
Aha! So, this, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could even be that the Stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
Okay. March 2009. Okay. Seems cool enough. The great and lovely descent. Oh! It's a house. Or a coffee shop?
Let's talk about video game development for a second. Every video game runs on what's called an engine,
I know.
which determines what the game can and cannot do.
Uh-huh.
So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development.
Ooh, carpet, I think.
To make all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source.
Source engine.
Like
yeah.
all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly. One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well.
What do I do? Do I just fall?
The tools available to the creator shape what kinds of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games, to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
Oh, jeez. Okay. It doesn't look like a linear boxing corridor. Boxy. Oh. There's a ghost! Ghost. What is that noise? What is that noise? Oh god. Oh. Oh god, what's behind me? Oh, scary. Kitchen.
This prison,
Oh god,
funny
help.
enough, in Coda's original
Help.
design, the door
Oh god,
stayed
help.
shut for a full hour before letting you go.
Really?
If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
Yeah. Hey!
It's something that he and I used to argue about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else.
Why?
Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere.
There wasn't.
There wasn't.
Yeah. Oh! Minecraft noise. Speak.
Coda
Did you
begins
come
using
from
a kind of
above?
dialogue system
What is up
that he
there?
fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities. Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
Yes, there were these floating colored blocks. That's the world above. You've been there? Now this is important. Did you have to get through a puzzle with 2 doors and switches? Yes, I did. Oh no, but I do. We do. We need to get there. Do you understand? It is the most important thing in the world. We have to escape this prison. There must be an ending. Fuck! Ah! You guys can read that. Hello. How did you get in here? Was there a puzzle you had to go past through? Yes. Look at that sassy, he's like, fucking, No, we actually find the black space between the doors to be far more interesting. Have you seen it yet? Actually, now that you mention it, I remember feeling strange as I passed through it. It was weird. It's like, don't think too hard about it, you'll see it again soon. Okay. Woohoo! Woo! Okay, so what now?
And so we make one last descent down to the final floor of the level.
Long descent. Okay, yeah, we made it. Ah. Brightness, darkness. A lamp. Oh, this is pretty. I like this.
It's a lamppost.
It is.
Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason, Coda fixates on this lamppost.
Why?
It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out.
Okay.
I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, you know, he's been making really strange and abstract games
Yeah.
with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long.
Yeah.
Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something.
Oh, it's getting dark.
He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination.
Oh.
We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
Okay. Sounds good. What do I do? Oh, okay. Goodbye. April 2009. This game is fuck. As you walk around, you have to leave notes. All notes you see are left by other players. Other players? Ah! Okay. Note. Nice room. Not! Ooh, that's mean.
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game
How
is
do
not
you
connected to
beat
the
this
internet.
game?
All of the notes that you're going to see have been written by Coda.
No point
This was
to
actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working
Whoa,
on
holy
this very
shit.
level. And it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right
Can you
away
guys
I was
hear
like,
me?
I have to be friends with this person. In retrospect, I
Hello?
think I was probably a bit too pushy, trying to get his attention. I was over-enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about
Everyone
it
read
and
this.
very patient with me.
Hey,
And I cooled off eventually.
this place makes me sad.
Feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you
I
read
want
all
to
of them.
tell you a secret.
Either
Once upon
way,
a time I did.
to me they convey a sense of
Weed.
loneliness. I see this
Define
person
fun.
who's filled with thoughts and feelings
Balls.
and beliefs and has no way to express them except
This game
as
is-
scattered and
is-
unheard voices in a
This
game that wasn't meant to be
is
played.
no nice. I would like it when I could. What?
But it's ironic, isn't it? That in
Do you
playing this
feel like
game
a hero
and
yet?
seeing how alone Coda often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect
We're
with him.
running out of space.
And I have to be honest with
We'll
you, this
finish
idea is
the
really
video.
seductive to me. That I could just
Good
play someone's
tavern,
game
bro.
and see the voices in their head and get to know them
Oh, I
better
can't
and have
even
to do less of
find
the
whatever.
messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work. I think this is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was
What the
inviting
shit
me
is this
personally
cavern, bruh?
into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
Boring. Hey guys, just looking for someone to talk with. I refuse to believe. Butt ass butt. I need to go to the frickin' bathroom. Recognize me, please. There's nothing here, go back. Don't listen to that guy. A free t-shirt. Need other side door, why you so... Door how open? Open sesame. Make game includes door, cannot open door. Thanks. Someday I will meet the person who made this. God. New room. Do you hear that? Chimes. They keep you going, don't they? Boing, boing, boing. Boink. This is where I get off. Ha 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 ha. Masturbation joke. Masturbation joke. How do I get down there? Oh god, there's a lot of notes. Can I leave a note? I want to leave a note. That'd be cool. So I need someone to talk to. This is a note. Don't listen to the other notes. I'm not safe. Oh, hello. Painting. What does it mean? I hear whispering. Whoever made this has issues. Oh. Who are all of you? We will all die someday. Spoilers, it doesn't mean anything. Stop pretending you are other people. What? Maybe I'll feel real someday. I'm gonna be a real boy. Well, I'm here now. Yeah, we're all here now. There must be a reason for it, though. His terrible secret, he kept it well. I beat the game. No, you didn't. More room?
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means.
Okay.
Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one.
Oh god, this is creepy. I wish there were notes in the real world. Become one with the swirling nonsense. God, this is creepy. This is creepy, creepy.
In each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
Hey! Mechanism plays this game. Does this puzzle have a solution? Oh my god, I've been here for literally an hour. What the fuck do I do? Help. Shit, how do I solve it? This doesn't make any sense. The second door won't open. Help. Developer, answers, please.
And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on,
heading
you
back
get
to the start,
pause.
Guys,
Just for a moment,
it's not so
a few
bad.
seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
Wow. Looks like one person made it. What's that noise? What do you have to say? How do you leave notes? What the fuck is that noise? Why is that noise? Oh, it's typewriters. And a lamp! Okay, I beat the game. Are you there? Please say something. It can be anything, I just need to say something. Talk to me, please. Speak. speak, 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 speak. May and June 2009. Porn stars die too?
It's gonna kinda just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
What? Oh. This looks like a porn star house.
See, like, this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it.
Oh god.
You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison.
Help.
He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else.
Help.
Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
Alright. Nice. What furniture ought to go in the center? Put a hole in the ground. That's not what I said. Okay, now about a long wall. 10 stoves lined up along the wall. Yes. What the fuck? I think we should light up this room a bit. A skylight, full ceiling window. Let's open this baby up. Yeah. Stop. You're not doing what I'm saying. A table. You need a table. We have a table. Who are you? Where exactly are you doing this from? Stop. Stop it. You're making me scared.
There's a bit more to this one, but still it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
I'ma follow it.
So, okay, he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Okay. Hello, please walk forward. Okay. Yes, Mom. This guide will enable you to escape any prison. Follow the instructions carefully. Take care that you remember each step. First, click on this table. Good. Go over the photo frames and click to turn it slightly. Now turn the floor lamp in this room off. Then turn it back on. Okay. Bonk bonk. Now go to the left side sofa, move it over a little. Bonk. Finally, touch the shells. Boink. That's it. In a real prison, the escape will now open. Return to the start to be taken back to your prison. Why? Return. I'm hungry. Oh god. Why would you do this to me?
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape.
No.
Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside. Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this. To see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop. That particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral.
You keep saying my name.
So
I'm a famous.
Going and going and going and going.
I am a famous.
and then he hits on something,
What?
and he likes it.
Yay.
And that's it. He's done. He stops
Yeah.
making prisons.
Woohoo.
This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
Oh. Uh. Um. Hello. Hello. No. Oh no. Hello? Who is this? Hey, it's me. I'm you from after you escaped the prison. Boop. You're me? So you were trapped in the prison, in this prison too? Yep. I was in
It's
the
a
furniture
conversation.
maze.
And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind,
Yeep.
and to get some good
That's where
advice
I am
from
right
someone
now.
who knows.
Oh, I'm so glad to know
But the
that I
irony is
get
that
out
even
of
in
here.
this scenario, you're still talking to
What is
yourself.
it like to escape?
You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
It's really hard to admit, but I was afraid to make the wait, if you are me, then did you get a call from another version of you when you were trapped? Yes, I did get a call. That's how I escaped. What did they tell you? What did you have to do to get out? They asked me how I felt about being imprisoned. What? That freed you? How does that work? Listen, you can't know until you are out, but I promise it works. I'm not sure. Okay, I feel afraid that nothing will ever change. Go on. Huh?
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay.
August 2009. Whew, baby.
So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
Well. What the foop is loose?
To me, this environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the two doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
Well, my goodness, I'm glad as heck you showed up. Thought it might be having a about the stuff everyone knows is our state. Don't worry about me. A place this nice.
You'll notice that the quality of the art is a step up from previous games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
Yeah. Yeah, I whooshed the douches. I whooshed the douches. Let's hope the love me perfect. Now that...
After the intense set of prison games, this house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful. I know that Coda really liked this game. Of all of his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it.
What?
This was during a period of a few months where he was, like, grossly happy all the time. Just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
Really, when I said I had a cheesy thought, I was going to say that it occurs to me that one's house is a lot like one's soul. You take care of it, and it takes care of you. I get it. That's a weird thing to say, to someone you just met. Anyway, so housekeeping. Let's keep doing this. Books. Oh goodness, those pillows are on the couch. What the fuck?
I'm glad he found some peace.
Answer.
But, of course, it can't last. The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well.
Yay.
Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
Okay. Like sharks. Lamp.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it.
Lamp. Was it not? September 2009. Why did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? Was it to get a better job? Was it to make your relationships more meaningful? No. You came here to become perfect. This workshop is going to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends to be able to say, wow, this person is a better human being than I am right now. What do you be together? What do you know about the ever development of the arrhythmias? They're compared to whom? Is there illness, selfish, ungrateful, and intended to be subjective toward the person? As the result is within your grasp. And the question is not how to do it, but how to
About halfway through the game, the perspective shifts.
Oh. On the way to work, I had an experience.
And you play as the teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
I still love you. It's just that you make me feel cold. Thank goodness all of the first seek out only thing what it is. Am I supposed to be pressing the yellow ones? What the fuck?
I felt pretty hard for this one. I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human.
All the small things.
I think about this game a lot these days.
All the little small things. January 2010. Stage.
This one took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange.
She fucking... ooh, colors. That's a lot of seats. Oh god. Where did that come from? Blank. Good, stay right there. Is it? Kiss the girl. Hello? Hello? That's it. That's not the conversation. You need to actually converse with her. Be a human being. Do it again. I'm super scared right now. I like you. No. That's not what I said to her at all. That's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. I was retrieving the I was confident. Now talk to her again. You must have worked really hard to get where you are. You're messing it all up again. What the fuck? You'll freak her out in a conversation that gets personal so quickly. Do you not realize how important this one for me? Fuck. I wanted to try something. Try stepping back from the stage. Oh, a lamp. A lamp. A lamp. It's a lamp. It's a lamp! Oh god. My god. Oh, I'm scared. Stop!
The game ends with this eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his game. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer. But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
Bruh. 2010, June 2010, June of it. Smear. What's going on? I don't know. What the fuck? SS Whisper? Oh fuck, fucker. Help, I'm blind. Help me. Help. There is a giant door and then my fuck. Please, someone talk to me. Help. Oh god. Oh fuck. Oh god. No. You can't see
anything. You should probably open your
on?
eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise. And there is a solution, by the way.
Is there really? Please, someone talk to me. Oh, woo! Thunder lamppost. Fuck! Fuck! Oh. Okay, I'm wasting time. Go, 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 go. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shitty, 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 shitty. Oh, shitty titty. Energy. I'm bursting with energy. Creative energy. Fuck me. Help? No, no, that isn't... that isn't truthful. Help me! Help me! Help! Oh, for fuck's sake. What's going on? Help me, help me, help me, help me, help me, help me, help me. The only way to stop is to speak something the honest. I can't keep making these. What? Yes, that's it. That's the truth? What? Look at that ass. I don't feel it anymore.
Like I said, I was getting concerned. First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way. His games are going to get more desperate from here on out.
Okay.
After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
6 months. December 2010. 6 months. Hello. Oh. Where did this island come from? Oh. Huh. Is that a person? How lovely. That's really weird. What? Huh?
If the last game featured Coda talking explicitly about his creative frustrations, this one turns it up to 11. Now, put yourself in my shoes playing this. Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for? Because from my perspective at the time and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
What's white in here? Yay.
You can't talk yourself out of loneliness. It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
And it stopped. What is that noise? Why? Stop it! Ah! Ah.
Seeing this game at the time that he made it looked really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like...
Are these all the
video
things that I've
games
said?
are not worth this amount of suffering. This is someone I really cared about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me. I don't know. This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it. I wanted it to stop more than anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever
Was that
needed
Coda?
anything for this
Coda was a
to
guy.
stop. But it didn't stop.
Oh no.
After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
May 2011. The Machine. Oh god. Okay, here we go. Guard. Ma'am, glad to see you arrive safely. We've captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin the interrogation whenever you like. I intend to be quick. Very good. Just to be warned, that's someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, fuck. Oh.
And of
Stop.
course, it's the machine.
You stopped feeding us. Those people out there can imagine what it's like to savagely put them through. Yes, Mr. Smyrna, 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 Smyrna. Smyrna, 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 Smyrna. Smyrna, 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 Smyrna. Smyrna, 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 Smyrna. My friends, it falls on me to deliver bad news. The machine will not apologize to us. But it is not important. We are stronger than it thinks we are. Let us pay retribution. Follow me. We will destroy the machine. Charge. Not this again. Oh god, please no. Ah! Gun? Pew 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 pew? Oh. What? What the fuck is happening? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Why am I doing this? Seems like infinite ammo this time.
So now the work is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation. And so,
Oh.
as I'm thinking this, I realized that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would
Oh
never
my
occur
God.
to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for it? If he could see the difference it would make, actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
Oh no. All the small things. All the little small things.
So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work.
Oh god.
There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Oh no. Dun dun dun. What's happening? Put down your weapon. No. God.
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do?
Shoot,
Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need. To be told that my work is good. That I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something... I really felt like I'd done something good. Like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy.
I'm confused.
So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made.
Okay.
So let's take a look.
June 2011. Alright. The Tower. Alright, seems familiar enough. Let's go.
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, The Tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
I don't know why, but I really want some chicken nuggets right now.
This room actually has a maze in it.
Really? Oh, fuck me!
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise, so the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played, it actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Doink. Okay.
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze?
Oh god.
The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
So 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, fuck, 7, shit! Yay. Oh. Woohoo, I did it. Yay. Now what?
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning
What?
it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges, and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that.
Okay. Woohoo. Where's the fucking switch,
Was I a
bro?
failure for not understanding this game? I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why. I remember, it's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time, and as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean. And he wouldn't.
What 3 dots?
I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. But he stopped and left, and it felt somehow like I had failed. Where did I screw up? I'm the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I? It's because of what I did. I poisoned it for you.
Oh. I need to ask you not to speak to me anymore.
I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable. And the people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally. For a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
Lampposts to them? I thought...
And then you stopped, and I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing. What does that mean?
Need to come up with new ideas. It's not making me depressed. Low points are just a part of process. The fact that you think I'm frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. Realize that this doesn't make sense to you. Which is fine, you're not my problem to solve. But I do hope that one day it clicks and that you make peace with this thing you are wrestling.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
And when you finally see what I'm talking about, don't say anything.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work, is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please. I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay. More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease. Solution.
What the fuck?
I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed. Maybe he just likes making prisons. Even now, the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
Is this sand?
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be? It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like. What now? I think I need to go. And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for, and so I'm just gonna... Okay.
Sorry, I just don't know what to say right now. So is he actually gone now? Is he not going to talk to me anymore? Oh? Ascend. Oh. Wow. Um... Well, I guess we can say that that was an experience. So I guess that was the beginner's guide. Now, what it seems to me is that the guy that made this game might, probably not, but it sounds like Coda is an alias for him, but most likely not. It seems like, you know, this game is, I know for a fact that it's pretty relatable to me personally, and it might be relatable to a lot of you out there watching, but I don't really know what to say about it. I don't know who to feel bad for. It seems like Davey, if that was his name, needs, I don't know. It's kind of weird to me. It's pretty relatable though to feel that you need people to say that you've done good. Have people tell you that you're doing something right with your life. You know, that's kind of something that has been with me personally for most of everything. That's why, you know, I can brush off hate comments and shit like that, but this is going to hate comments, or just hate in general, because I do like people telling me that I've done something good, that I've done good, that I am good, like he says that he is. And having people put me down, or having people put you down, it shouldn't get to you, but humans will be humans. And to the people that have dealt with, all the YouTubers like Mark, Jack, PewDiePie, all those people, they get hate, and they've learned how to deal with it, but there is hardly any doubt in my mind that they don't read it for the first time and have their hearts not sink to their feet. So every time I get a hate comment, that's what happens the first time. And that's all the haters want. They want a reaction. They want you to feel bad. And you're always going to feel bad. But not... It is how long it takes for. Because no one can say that your feelings can never get hurt. Because that's not true. So I guess that's what he was trying to say. And yeah, what he was saying, yeah, he kind of did mess up big time. But I don't know who to feel bad for. Well, anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you want to see more videos. Leave a comment down below on what you think, or how this affected you, or how this affects you, how much or if it relates to you, because it relates to me. So yeah, thanks again for watching. Yeah, I'll see you later in the next video. Lates.